Hey guys, I'm Ryan Wright.
I'm not Ryan Wright.
No, he is Jerry.
I'm Jerry.
Today we're going to check out the second trailer for The Man from U.N.C.L.E. It's an acronym. It's a spy movie. It looks great. Before we do that, I did want to talk about something real fast that we just watched. It's this documentary online, and I don't really watch that many documentaries because I ain't the smartest guy.
You should watch more documentaries.
Yeah, and I feel a little bit more intelligent each time. This one was called The Most Dangerous Town. How would you describe it?
It's a short-form documentary about cybercrime, and it sort of centers around this sort of small town in Romania where a lot of cybercrime happens.
Right. There's a lot of great points in there that are actually found really interesting.
Some of the most prolific hackers who have stolen billions of dollars are out there.
You might see like crazy hacker characters in movies, like hacking into the government and stuff, and it always seems like it
seems a bit stilted and a bit like, glammed up.
Yeah, like totally fictionalized, but then you find out that there are like real people who did it, and I'm like looking at these people and these are just like regular dudes, and it's pretty surprising. Here's an annotation link to check it out, and it's also in the description box, so go ahead, check this out, because I'm saying to.
Maybe you should look into some anti-hack software, something like that.
And it was presented by Norton Security. And
Norton Security, yeah.
Yeah, what I'm going to do is get Norton, because that seems like a trustworthy advocate for internet security.
Well, I always had their antivirus software, and that worked really well for me.
Yeah, security from Norton. Norton Security. Anyway, let's watch this trailer. Man from U.N.C.L.E., starring Armie Hammer, who is the star of the greatest movie of all time, The Lone Ranger, and Henry Cavill, the most charismatic Superman we've ever had.
You told me this was going to be a simple extraction. They were waiting for me. What was waiting for me was barely human. They tore the back off my car.
Grow a spine, Solo.
Wow.
This is the most dangerous time in our history.
Is that who I think it is?
We recently discovered an international criminal organization with an atom bomb. We have no choice but to work together on this.
America teaming up with Russia. That doesn't sound very friendly.
We'll leave you two to get acquainted.
We're gonna fight each other.
I'll let you tag along, but it's in and out, no mess, and we both forget about in the morning.
This is not the Russian way. You ought to investigate Victoria Vinciguerra.
They will send an army to stop us.
We must give them an appropriate welcome.
It's better for the mission that we get to know each other a little bit more intimately.
What does that mean?
It means I like my woman strong.
Who you want to wrestle?
I cannot say that.
Hold on, cowboy!
For a special agent, you're not having a very special day, are you?
So sorry I can't stay to finish you off myself.
Blow him.
Your tracker's not sending a signal.
Do you want to check it?
Be my guest.
What are you doing down there?
Trying not to get lost.
I'll turn on now.
Let's finish this.
Things could get a little messy.
Absolutely hate working with you, Farrell.
You're a terrible spy, cowboy.
Something tells me Hugh Grant's a bad guy.
Oh, and you have a new code name.
Code name?
Uncle.
I like when like charming romantic comedy British actors get older, because then they start playing like classy badasses.
Yeah.
It's like Colin Firth is doing the same thing right now. I think that's amusing.
Yeah, Armie Hammer is a good fucking Russian accent.
Yeah.
Because he's got that already naturally commanding American voice.
Yeah.
It like translates into like a really bold type of Russian accent, It's cool.
Yeah, well, and see, here's the thing is like, this kind of has that sort of like more fun, but still kind of classy. Like where James Bond right now is being very serious and introspective.
Kind of like
It seems
campy James Bond.
Yeah, this reminds me of more of like an older James Bond movie. I kind of like that sort of like, 60s intrigue. We're going all over the place.
Yeah, it's got the tone and the vibe, and if there's anyone who could provide that, I do see that Guy Ritchie is the kind of director who could pull that off.
Guy Ritchie like seems like a good choice for this, but I'm sort of worried that it's just gonna turn out like okay to pretty good, Because he's kind of got the same career as Tim Burton right now. He used to do these like really ubiquitous original things, and now he's like adapting things that are pretty good, you know?
I mean, for the most part though, Guy Ritchie, his films, normally one thing that's in there is energy. And I feel like that this film will definitely need that type of energy. He knows how to have his characters banter really well. All those elements that Guy Ritchie is known to be good at seem to be at play here in this film, and that's what I like about it. Were you yawning in the middle of my monologue? From the few moments we got of Henry Cavill, the lead actor, who is not really being portrayed as the lead, is someone...
They show a lot of people in this trailer.
He looks already a lot more charming than his portrayal of Clark Kent, which I don't mind, but...
Well, because, I mean, that gets into a problem with that kind of movie, because especially, like, a movie like Man of Steel now is very much like, okay, the main character has to be brooding all the time.
Yeah.
Whereas this kind of doesn't look like it's so constrained by those things. It's like, especially in big popcorn, like, superhero fare, it's like everyone's got to be serious all the time, and I don't think this will get into that as much.
Another thing that I really do enjoy about the trailer was you see Henry Cavill, and then Armie Hammer's the one who's kind of got the super strength. Mm-hmm. And it's cool that, Henry Cavill's like taking down more of the... He's clearly not the Superman of this movie, you know? It's something that he will have to work on establishing outside of Man of Steel as his own separate career. Yeah. So I'm really rooting for you, buddy.
Well, and it's a good time to get another movie going.
Yeah.
You know?
Like it's a good time to get this kind of film going too, especially after Kingsman.
And I think it would be good for Armie Hammer to sort of pop up and do some more supporting stuff, just to remind us that, like, oh yeah, this guy's good. And he doesn't have to carry a giant movie, you know? While doing it. It looks like he can share the load. To quote Samwise Gamgee's mouth close-up.
Share the load with someone's mouth. Bukkake party.
No! No, why?
I don't know, you said share the load, then you said mouth.
I specifically alluded to the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
I have selective hearing, so deal with it. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning into the channel. If you're new to the channel, you can subscribe to this channel. On this channel is Reasons to Jerry and DANK Ass Stubs. You should check it out. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Vine, where if we get enough followers, money through product placement. So help us out with getting that moolah. For things such as car keys.
Your keys.
Car alarms. Car alarms are great. You know, you never know when you need one. For example, you might be like getting mugged. Or you might be getting taken advantage of, like in a sexual way.
No.
But what if you like it? That's why you get the option of whether or not you want to let the alarm go off.
If you like it, you're not being taken advantage of.
And then when you're coming, then you let the alarm go off. So that way it replicates the level of orgasm for you through the engine. Not the engine, the automobile.
So it's like some kind of weird automotive blumpkin.
Car alarms.
No.